Alright, welcome back, good people. On this video, I want you to focus on a title that I've been thinking about all week, and I don't know why it came to me like this, but I wanted to share it with you guys. And it's when you get serious about something. Think about that for a second. When you actually get serious about something, how do you react going forward? What steps do you take? Do you set up a plan or a formula that gets you a result that you plan to get a result from? One of the things that I did, and I think the reason this came to me is because of this 200 video commitment that I've done. Initially, now I've done 50 videos in 50 days, 90 videos in 90 days, but 200 videos is a stretch when you think about it. Now, the beginning will be easy. It'll be a lot of fun, and it'll be kind of natural for me, and it was. But this week, the 5 videos I'm creating this week will be video 40 to 45 in that window, right? So the first videos went pretty smoothly. I really enjoyed and understood the process. I've got things in place now that I can do things automatically, right? When Saturday comes, I'll know this is what I have to do. I've studied and done research through the week, so I know what I want to talk about. And now it's time to deliver, right? It's time to take action. It's time to give value, right? So that's where I am today. But I've got 100+ videos to go. So as I continue to gain information, what that allows me to do is to understand other things that I didn't know would be necessary in continuing and completing this commitment that I've done. Because as I do things, I always try to figure out how can I do that quicker, how can I do it with less effort, so to speak. Not that I'm a lazy person, but I believe in working smart. I believe in using my mind instead of my body, right, for that type of thing. So and I'm continually working on kind of sharpening my skills or techniques that I already possess, so that when it's time for me to do something, I can do it really, really quickly and get back to doing what I want to do, or what I feel like I'm working toward my next goal. Because I'm a goal setter. I'm someone who believes firmly in making goals a part of my life. And I believe you should too if you plan on becoming successful on any level. Because without the goal, how would you know what you're going for? You're just going through life. You're not trying to acquire anything or be any place or do anything. You're just being reactive opposed to proactive. Come on, now this is your life. You get one time around with this. Once, okay? And if you're going through it and you're not happy, a lot of times it's your fault. A lot of times it's because of the decisions that you've made. But you can change all that. You can change all that. Today, you can change all that. Again, when you get serious about something, you change things. If you say no more, that's it. I'm not taking that anymore. That's it. That's done deal. You're not doing it anymore. But until you get to that point, a lot of times you just keep taking and keep taking and keep taking and keep doing and keep doing and keep doing. I heard a story one time about this guy, and I'm really big on stories. And this guy was an insurance salesman, right? And he was going to rural neighborhoods, rural areas, way out in the kind of country, and the houses are like really, really far apart, right? You had to drive from house to house, too far to walk. So he drove to this house and drove up, and guy was sitting on the porch, and he was going to sell some insurance to the guy, or talk about selling some insurance to the guy. And there was a dog beside the guy, and the dog was on a nail, and he was moaning and groaning. And the insurance guy said, well, if he's on the nail, why won't he move? And the old guy said, because it's not hurting him enough. It's not bothering him enough. And that's the way we are most of the time. If it's not bothering us enough, we'll just continue to take it. Just continue to lay there. Like, okay, well, maybe it'll go away, or maybe I'll get used to it. But if it's like that, you're already used to it. You may not like it, but you're used to it because you're not trying to make any changes. But you have the ability to make changes in your life. Please know that. And I hope I'm talking to somebody that's like 25 and below. Because if you're above 25, you should know this. But if you don't know this, I want you to know you have the ability. You're going to have to do it in baby steps, though. You can't just go from, I'm tired of it, and then be okay. You have to, process things. Because if you've been in a situation for years with an S, you're habitually committed to what you were doing. Your habits are that, right? And we're nothing but habits formulated into a result. When you think about the habits that you acquire, whatever you do, right? And if you do them enough, they become not your mind, but your body doing that, right? Your body knows what to do. Your mind doesn't have to think anymore, right? If you light a cigarette, if you're a smoker, and you light a cigarette, your mind, that's not your mind, that's your body craving that, right? Your mind, you think it's your mind, or you think your mind says, I'm gonna have a cigarette. No, your body's saying, let's have a cigarette, right? Because your mind already knows you shouldn't have a cigarette, right? Your mind say, wait a minute. Or, you come from another place. Well, I'm gonna have this cigarette because I deserve it. Because I don't care about, whatever. So, all that's based on what you want. It's based on what you want. And the point I'm trying to make here, moving forward, is that you and I can create something that you can call a foundation for you to start a blog, a business, a website, or something that you're contributing, that you're gaining knowledge and you're sharing that knowledge with the world. Because when you start to do that, what I love about the internet is you can do that from home, because so many people I speak with are kind of introverts. They don't really want to be in front of the crowd, and I'm cool with that. But it's possible for you to still reach people, because a lot of people just want to help. They just want to give some assistance. And if you're giving a help or assistance from a place of knowledge or understanding from information that you've gained, right, then you're helping the situation, right? If you're not just because, you're opinionated and you want to say, well, I don't think that's right. That may be your opinion, but if it's based on just because you don't think it's right and no facts, that's not really helping the situation, right? Other than becoming a mob mentality when this person says, well, yeah, I don't think it's right either, I don't think it's right either. But okay, we all have opinions, right? But sometimes opinions are not what's necessary. What's necessary are what are the facts, How did this happen? And that's what you go on. Because I'm a firm believer that if you're telling me something and I'm watching what you're doing and those don't match up, I'm no longer believing what you're telling me. I'm believing what you're doing because I'm watching that, right? Because you can talk all day long, but until you actually do something, or until I actually see a result, not that I'm the judge, jury, and executioner, but it is my opinion, right? And if I'm going to reference you, if I'm going to say, yeah, I think Barbara was very good at X. If I don't think Barbara was very good at X, I will not say that. That's the way I roll. Not saying that you wouldn't, or this person wouldn't, but that's what I do. Now, I don't believe in false representation when it comes to you getting something that I don't think I have the knowledge that you can do, right? So if you feel that way, then you and I are in line. But if you don't feel that way, that's okay. It's not necessary. But just remember this: when you and I hope you decide to do something consciously and commit to it this year. We've already gone 2 months in. 2 months in already. Let's make a change. We got 10 months before the end of the year. The world is crazy right now. I know it's crazy, and I'm keeping up with it. Believe me when I tell you that, because what I see is not like a win-win. Okay, everybody's not going to win with this situation. This administration is going on right now. Some people can, And some people will, but everyone's not. So, you really got to kind of get grounded and hold on to something. And as far as jobs and all that goes, you kind of want to have a little side hustle, something like, that you can kind of make $100 or $200 a month, because you may need that. Systems companies are going to be affected by this administration, right? So I don't want to harp on that too long, but just understand this: you can do something else to make money for you, legally, ethically, honorably, right? And not only are you making money for yourself, you're building something. You're creating something out of nothing. Everything that exists today didn't exist at one time. It did not exist. It came from someone's idea, someone's belief, someone's understanding, someone's hard work and commitment and dedication to getting that up, so that people like us can use these things like video cameras, computers, laptops, clocks, watches, and on and on, right? We all have the ability to create something. And my only suggestion is to create one thing, and that's your life. Create your life the way you want it. So when it's all over, you don't have a lot of regrets, you don't have a lot of excuses, and you lived your life, right? You were you, right? How cool is that? Unapologetically. SpeakerLarry.com.